Hey everyone, this week I did the Ravensburger Krypt Gradient puzzle. It's one of those puzzles I think everyone should have in their collection. One, it's a gradient puzzle, and two, it's a crypt puzzle at the same time. So the Crypt series, very popular. I know you've seen it before or you heard about it. They're known to be some of the hardest puzzles in the game, but the gradient one is totally different. I have to talk about it today. But let's start with the Crypt series. So the Crypt series, usually they're monochrome or monocolor. Like every single piece is the same color, but they have the weirdest and most unique cutting patterns. You'll see some big pieces, some small ones, some circle patterns, some rectangle patterns at the same time. If you collect these, or if you've done a few, I know some of the patterns come back. So you'll have the same pattern on a few different colors, but they're not all the same. So there's one thing you need to know. If you're gonna do multiple, you gotta know that some of them have the same pattern. These puzzles come with an envelope. You don't have to use it, but it's gonna help for these harder ones. So it's gonna help if you get stuck. You can go check the map and look for that exact piece you're looking for, and then go look for it. Like if there's a piece which is a double piece, or if it has 3 outs on the same side, it's gonna limit the number of pieces you're looking for. But I tell you guys, I did the silver one first and it took me 16+ hours. It was one of the hardest puzzles I've ever done. The Crypt Gradient is much easier. For comparison, just to show the difference, the silver one took me 16 hours. This one, less than 3 hours on my first attempt and 2.5 hours on my second attempt. So if you're looking for one crypt puzzle, or if you want to try for the first time, I really recommend you start with the gradient one. Maybe it's too easy if you're an experimented puzzler and you've been doing this for a while. Yeah, maybe it's a bit easy, but still it's a fun puzzle, and it's gonna give you an idea of what the crypt feels like the thickness of the pieces, the size, and the patterns a little bit. So probably if you start with this one and then you do a harder one, maybe it's gonna help you. Now the main reason why I say it's so much easier than the silver one is because of the colors. Like this is 631 pieces, right? So how many pieces are just yellow and bright green and dark blue, like the pink and the purple? So it's just way less pieces you have to go through and start working with. And then the middle also, if you did some circle of colors from Ravensburger, it really reminded me of the circle of colors. These little curved pieces, the small ones, they all go in the middle on this one, and it's a circle in the middle. So yeah, it's just easier to see what's gonna go where, and you can do some little piles to help you and then work with these. Like less messing around, I can tell you that. Now that being said, it's a beautiful puzzle. The colors are awesome, like pastel like, and the finish is great. It's a matte finish, it's soft, and it's Ravensburger quality, so you know what to expect. If you ever done Ravensburger, it's a Ravensburger puzzle. So here's the story why I did it twice. I did like I always do. I set up my table, my camera, my timer, start the timer, put the puzzle together. And this one was much faster than I expected, less than 3 hours like I said. Was pretty happy, finished everything, took some pictures, and then I realized that I was not recording. It happened, I don't know how, but I was just not recording. So I did the whole puzzle without recording it. I was pretty sad, pretty mad, I don't know, a bunch of emotions, and I just left it there on the table for the day. And then the day after, I decided, let's just do it again. Like, it's less than 3 hours, so I just took the pieces like that, put it back in the box, and start recording, make sure I was recording, and I just did it again. And as I was doing the puzzle, I realized there was a missing piece, like a purple piece was not there. Start looking everywhere, I lost a piece. I don't know what happened. So I just kept going anyways. I have to finish. And then later, another piece is missing. I'm missing 2 pieces, guys. 2 pieces are just gone. How did that happen? I just don't understand. I was just there. The puzzle didn't leave the table, didn't go anywhere. I just took it, put it back in the box, and did it again. and 2 pieces are gone. So what you're gonna do, it's pretty sad because it's one of those puzzles, like I said, I would keep forever. If you're gonna keep a small collection and you're gonna just get rid of your collection and just keep like 10 or something, I think it would make the top 10. It's that special. If you're gonna keep like you're not gonna keep like 5 gradient puzzles or 5 crypt puzzles if you're gonna have a very small collection. But this one is, like I said, it's one of both worlds, and it's nice, it's great, it's a great puzzle. So I'm sad I'm not gonna keep it, but I might buy another one later down the road. Maybe not soon, but I like this puzzle that much. I want it in my collection. But a puzzle with missing pieces, I just can't keep. It's it kills the fun a little bit. I talked about it before in another video. It's not cool when you're missing pieces. But anyways, let me show you how I did that one. I opened the box and I start making these little piles. Like I said earlier, you got the colors to help, right? So I do just like they would go, like the green on the top right, the yellow on the top left. The gray pieces or the small round pieces I put together because I know it's gonna be the middle. But I do a big pink and purple pile, and I start working on the pink corner. And also, like I said, you got edges, so you know the corner pieces. And the very bright pink ones, there's not that many. So you start going with the transitions, you know? And the orange-ish, like the pieces that go from pink to yellow, they got that orange kind of color. So yeah, there's not many of these and they're pretty easy to spot. And then going bottom middle to the purple transition, like the dark bright purple. Like I said, it's a matte finish. It's beautiful. You have to see it, guys. It's a beautiful finish. And as you go, you see like the circle in the middle starting to take form, take shape. And then I did the yellow corner. So yeah, again, this bright yellow. Not many pieces that are that bright, so you know where they are. And I start going on the top from the left. You get that transition. You got some really pale green pieces. And then I did the middle. So I had a little pile, right, with these very small circle pieces. If you guys done circle of colors before, you would recognize the pieces. I think some of these shapes are exactly the same. It's great. It's a great one. And then start working on the blue corner at the bottom right. I also realized these bigger pieces, they go on the sides, and the small pieces, they go near the middle. So I went on the top. I take the big pieces and I do the top edge, right edge, and then what's remaining is the top right corner. I think is the hardest part for me on both attempts. Is the part I struggled the most. The transition from bright green to blue and dark green, I think it was a tough one. I struggled. I don't know why. It's just there's not enough difference. Like if you compare yellow and pink, there's a big difference. But the green to blue and green to yellow, the transition is just hard and maybe more subtle a little bit. Anyways, you see like the corner is different, but there's just more pieces you have to work with, so it takes more time. But then yeah, you see the 2 missing pieces, one on the purple at the bottom, and I think it's 1 big green pieces that's missing there. Pretty frustrating, but there's nothing I can do now. I just wanted to finish. So you can see the pattern at the same time, huh? It's like a circle in the middle, inside a rectangle, inside a bigger circle that is cut in a rectangle shape. So the most unique cutting pattern you'll see probably is different from everything I've seen before. I did another, like I said, I did the silver one. The cutting pattern was different. It really was a spiral of pieces. Almost the whole puzzle was a spiral inside a rectangle. So these puzzles are awesome, but most of these are just so hard that is not for everyone. If you guys didn't want to do a crypt before because it's too hard or it looks too hard, the Krypt Gradient is nothing like the other ones. You can do it for sure. Less than 3 hours for me, and I don't think I'm the best in the world. I'm an average puzzler. So if I can do that in 3 hours, anyone can finish this. I did it without the envelope and really didn't look much. It's just to know like, okay, yellow goes there, green goes there, but it's not gonna help you. It's really just the colors you have to look at. So awesome puzzle, one of the greatest puzzles I've done since like I started my journey. Is that special, and I recommend everyone try it if you have a chance. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash like if you did, subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one.